moving is complete. We are all moved into my boyfriend's parents' basement for a temporary living situation until we can move into a new place because our travel plans fell through completely and utterly as a disaster. So, good news is I think we may have gotten a place already because we were actively doing viewings and we put an offer in on a place that's actually hilariously close to where we were previously living, like literally the building next door type situation. But yeah, I think we may have gotten approved for it. They wanted us to, like, we just got word tonight that they wanted us to move in like mid-November, but that's not really possible for us. And not really the most ideal to like rush everything. So we're gonna kind of stay firm with the idea of moving in December 1st. And yeah, I hope we get it cuz like honestly, you guys, you would think apartment hunting in a pandemic when everyone is leaving the city would be easy, but we've actually been finding it pretty hard. There was like two units we already liked before we found this one in the same building and they went like so fast. And I think it's because like rates are low, so those ideal units that people usually would really want are going to go faster because of the people that are staying in the city, you know. So that's kind of like the situation we ran into. So we found like the same unit that we loved, only a floor lower than what we originally wanted and not as high up as we originally were with our previous condo. So I'm a little bit bummed out that we're not going to be as high. This one's like 15 floors lower, so that kind of sucks, but oh well, it's a beautiful unit nonetheless. The other major con for me is this unit doesn't have a bathtub. I don't know why they would get rid of the bathtub. Like literally in the modifications list that they sent us, they chose to remove one of the bathtubs in one of the bathrooms and they had two full bathrooms. I'm like, why do you need two full showers? Why would you get rid of a bath? So I'm kind of really bummed out about that. Because I bathe once a week. Like I love my baths. So I might just, I was telling Liz, and my boyfriend, we were talking about this. I was like, we're gonna have to just buy me a storage bin, put it in the shower so I can soak and have a bath. Ugh. So I'm kind of, like, honestly, I thought I'd be really excited about this apartment because it's, like, bigger, it's overall better, but, like, I'm not, and I kind of, like, I feel a little bit ignorant and selfish in that way, but it's, like, going from having, like, a bath and being so high up to, like, being 15 floors lower without a bathtub kind of just, I don't know. I think it's just me being, like, I don't know. It could just be all my stress because really, like, I should be so grateful, you know, that, like, I'm getting to move into another beautiful place that I otherwise would not be able to afford on my own, but because there's two of us paying the cost, we're able to afford, like, a luxury condo, you know? But yeah, I think it's just the stress and the, like, consistent disappointment that 2020 has brought that's making me feel this way because, like, ever since last Christmas, we had all these grand travel plans that keep getting completely bombarded by COVID, you know? And then, like, work situations not playing out how they should be, and I think just, like, the stress of everything has kind of made me numb to some things, and I know for a fact, like, when I get really stressed, I tend to, like, numb my emotions, like, yeah. I don't know, I feel like I just need to have a good cry to, like, relieve stress, but, like, I'm so good at not crying that, like, I almost don't know how to cry anymore. Does anyone else feel me on that? Have you ever experienced that before where, like, you've gotten so used to training yourself to control your emotions that you don't know how to, like, release your emotions when you need to? That's like me. But anyway, that's it for this part of the moving series, and then from now we're gonna be doing it all over again. So this will be a very long extended moving series that completely derailed, but nonetheless we are moving. Hello everyone, welcome to day one of being moved out. Today is another busy day. I had a horrible sleep last night. my back and my body got so sore while I was sleeping, and it's odd not sleeping in somewhere you're familiar with or your own bed. I don't know, but yeah, so today we are headed back to the city because we need to submit documents for the new apartment that we got, and we need to, well, we're just going to view it as well, because it's funny enough, we actually haven't viewed this apartment, but we know it's the exact same as the one that we originally wanted, one floor above. So I'm kind of concerned, even though the real estate agent confirmed it's the exact same unit, just one floor below. I know what generally kind of what it looks like, but I don't know exactly what some of the rooms look like, so it's going to be interesting. A little bit sketchy to do that, but it's because we were losing all the apartments we were interested in were getting snagged, so story of my life. So we're gonna go submit our documents in person and our checks and whatnot, and then we're also gonna view the apartment, and then we're coming back to my boyfriend's parents' house to finish moving some of our stuff from the garage into the actual place. And then I need to edit photos and try to get caught up on some work that I've fallen behind on in these past 2 weeks. Literally ever since we found out it's not possible for us to go live overseas, it's been every single week has been apartment hunting, viewing. It's been really stressful, and then also packing our stuff. So I've fallen quite far behind on a lot when it comes to work and getting stuff done. So even this whole morning, I was trying to figure out the internet and get the internet set up at my boyfriend's parents' house, which took a couple hours because we were running into a bunch of issues. So yeah, it's been busy. Today I am at my family's. I'm going to be spending just over a week here because of the whole living situation, so kind of half at my boyfriend's parents, half at my parents. Today my sister and I are going shopping. I have a lot on my list that I actually want to buy, so I want to get another kind of thrifted coffee table that I can turn into a kotatsu. And then overall, I just kind of want to shop a little bit for fashion because I totally restricted myself all fall because I was anticipating that we would be traveling overseas, and there was absolutely no point in shopping for new clothes if I was going to be having to ship my life overseas. But since that fell through, I can shop for some clothes. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Hello everyone. Today my sister and I came to Elora, Ontario. To take some photos because this area is really beautiful, and it's like Europe meets Ontario, which you don't really get a lot of here. So we are just having a time. We just finished taking photos and we're ready to move on. A lot of people come here to do engagement and wedding shoots. So while we were taking Instagram photos, there's we were probably getting in the way of someone's engagement shoot 100% of the time. Can you Tonight, my sister and I are making my homemade dumplings. This time I put a whole brick of soft silken tofu in it because apparently that makes it really nice and moist inside your dumplings. So yeah. mine and my boyfriend's anniversary, so we came up to Collingwood, Ontario, which is like a little bit north of Toronto, but they have like skiing here, which we're not doing, but they also have like hot spring bath type things, like public baths, which we wanted to go to last year, but we didn't make it in time to get a spot. But because of the pandemic, they're now only doing reservations only, so it was actually possible for us to get a spot. But along the way, we stopped off because we were like driving on the side of the road and we saw this sign that said maple syrup in 2 kilometers. So we followed the sign and we bought this 1 liter thing of Canadian Ontario made maple syrup. And to our surprise, when we knocked on our door, or when my boyfriend knocked on the door, it was a sweet little Amish woman, which I've never been face to face with an Amish person before. It was very interesting to see someone in like Amish attire, which is very like, how would you say, like pilgrim looking. It was very interesting. Anyway, the syrup is amazing. I can't wait until we can have some throughout the days in our coffee, on our stuff and whatnot. But we are going to get ready to head into the hot spring baths and chill here for a few hours, and then after that we have a nice booking at a Victorian style Airbnb, and then we're just going to relax, have a food, have a drink, and celebrate another year together. We just finished at the Scandinavia Blue Spring Spa. It was super nice. Funny because it was like so cold outside, but then the water was so nice and hot. So I definitely recommend. It was a nice time. We are super relaxed now and waiting for a restaurant to open so we can get some dinner before we head to our Airbnb. Is that what it's called? Maybe. I'm not familiar. I love this Christmas tree. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Wow. When we are finished at our stay at this beautiful Airbnb, I will try to remember to link it in the description box down below of this video, because I really highly recommend this Airbnb. Out of every single Airbnb I've ever stayed in, and I've stayed in a lot over my travels around the world, but this is definitely one of the best. One of the top best I've ever stayed in. So it kind of reminds me of that one that I stayed in New Zealand, like that kind of level, only like higher level. So what I love about it is that each room that they have is themed. So this one is the Victorian suite, so it's a Victorian themed room, which I love. And what I love too is that everything is decorated so magically for Christmas, as you guys saw in the footage. I actually forgot yesterday because I was in a rush to do some photo shoots in this room, but I forgot to get footage of the room that we stayed in, so it's a little bit not perfect because we obviously already spent the night in this room, but let me show you around. So it is just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One thing that I love about this room is that, you can see me in the mirror there. One thing I love about it is that the fireplace is real, and that I wasn't too sure about based on the photos, but it's real. It's a real gas fireplace that was so cozy and warm. Fireplaces are my absolute favorite in homes. Like, and it's snowing outside beautifully. Oh my gosh. and it has its own full bathroom. Really, it's just a very beautiful Airbnb. I really am curious about what the other rooms look like, because like I said, every single one has a different like theme based on a time period, which I think is awesome. So I would definitely be coming back to this the next time that we come up to Collingwood for a night. This is probably gonna be my go-to location. Plus the restaurant we stayed at last night called Brunello's was really amazing as well. So I'll have all those places linked in the description box down below. But that is it for our stay up in Collingwood, our 1-night anniversary stay. And I'm going to go back home. I'm at the vintage market again that I got my milk glassware from, because I'm looking for a super like tacky thing I can pour coffee out of, like a serving thing. So I found one that matches what I already have, but I didn't realize how expensive these things are. This is like $95, but isn't that cute? And it's like the milky white with the gold that matches everything I bought last time. They have so many cute ones here, but some of them are a little too tacky. I found, you guys. Yeah. It's a puzzle, but it's sus. Only missing multiple pieces. That's so good. I would buy it if it wasn't sus. We've got a Sailor Jupiter over here. They're looking rough. Why do they got holes? Oh, because they used to have the visors on, but someone took them off, I guess, or lost them. Pardon my appearance, I just walked like 30-40 minutes in a blizzard, but I was at Liz's in Toronto at her new place to celebrate her birthday and also do a housewarming with just a small number of us, like a very small like 5-person group of people all in our social circle. So I've only been in the city for a day and it's been so amazing being back here. Like honestly, I can't wait to be back and have our own place again and not be living with like in-laws, because it's so not like ideal. Like it's not inspiring at all and it's hard to get work done. So I can't wait until we're back in the city. Only 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, then we're back. And I can't wait. It was such a treat to be back here and just get stuff done. And pardon the look of my mask, like it was snowing so insanely. I was getting like blasted in the face with like wet snow. So my hair is wet, my jacket is soaked. Like I had to take off my jacket because it's soaking wet. And yeah, so I'm just on the train back to go to the country, about an hour on here and then an additional 30 minutes north more by car, and then back in the country for another 2 weeks, and then finally we can continue the whole moving series. And I'm so excited to decorate our new place. Like even just being in Liz's condo, it was so exciting, ideating like ideas on what we want to do for her place and like styles and types of furniture she should get. Just is so exciting. Just look at that. Beautiful. So it snowed beautifully last night, so I decided to do a quick good morning mini shoot to take advantage of this opportunity. Like it's stunning.